So, good morning or good night, good evening, depending on where you are in this world, and welcome to a brand new album review of The Shield Dude on a Couch. And this week, I keep bringing you the big game, the big names. And today we're going to talk about Revocation's new album, and it's called New Gods, New Masters. And it's out this Friday on Metal Blade Records, just in time for my 48th birthday. So, bravo. Thank you for that. I get to listen to this pre birthday. So, this is Revocation's ninth album. So, if you've been living under a rock, Revocation has been around like for now 20 years. They're a technical death metal band with some thrash metal fused into them, and they're the brainchild of Dave Davidson, which is a kick-ass guitar player. And I have a confession to make. They played Puerto Rico, I think, sometime in 2010 or 2009, and I didn't know them back then, and I missed that show. And to this day, I'm like, why did I miss Revocation live? I'm still hitting myself like, no, things that happen. But I remember after they played, I got into them, and then I was regretting not going to that concert. So, moral of the story is, if you don't know a band, check out some of their music, and maybe you'll go and not regret missing a show because you only regret the shows that you don't go to, not the ones that you go to. So this album is interesting for a few things. So it's nine tracks. I think it's like 40 something to 50 minutes in length, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't Google that part. I just got the promo, but I I wasn't like too keen into how long it is. And do you care? No. So this album, there's like a concept and a theme to it. So it's all about, mankind has been obsessed with idolizing things since the beginning of time. In the cave years, it was fire. Then it was like mummies, pyramids, like golden statues, and then different deities and gods. But what this album is pondering is these new gods right now is the AI who that's replaced like the new religion. So yes, it's very interesting concept. So the concept is the idea of replacing individual religion with worshiping technology and watching the horrors that AI can do, and genetic manipulation. So basically it's a documentary.
He's on Mars! Elon Musk will be so jealous.
Yes, exactly that. Elon Musk, don't take us to Mars, please. So, yes, the band, the concept, I'm going to show something here that talks more about the concept, which is pretty interesting. So, read it a little bit while it's showing. But, very solid musicianship all around. So, this album has guest vocals on four tracks. So it's actually nine tracks. So there's five tracks with no guest vocals or no guest like musicians, and four with the guest musicians. And sometimes I get scared sometimes when there's albums with too many guest musicians because I think the band is not comfortable with their own material or they rely on them. But in this case, it's none of that. The guest musicians on this really add to the tracks, and one is an instrumental. And I'm guessing when they play songs from this live, if they don't have like they can have someone else doing the other part, it can be done. So let's talk about tracks, shall we? So for me, the album starts great with the song New Gods, New Masters, and that one really sets the tone. It's a great way to start this record. You got so in a menacing way, and it's all about worshiping technology and like how like we're obsessed with worshiping this shit at the end of the day. And I don't know, people like I grew up watching so many movies in the 80s. The AI, it kills us, Don't become friends with ChatGPT. I've said this before. Like, come on, man. So, yes, I think it's a great track because the first tracks on the album, there's no like guess. It's all the band. So that one is great, and the other one that follows, which was the lead single, "Sarcophagi of the Soul," the technicality on the riffing on that track is top notch. Really great riffing. And Dave Davidson shows us why he's one of the best guitar players in technical death metal right now. So, yeah, that's a great track. So, Chill Dude, what about the tracks with the guest vocals? Talk about them. I'm going to talk about them now. So, let's talk about Confusion, Confines of Infinity, which features Travis Ryan from Cattle Decapitation. So very interesting. On this song, Ryan is playing the AI entity. So there's even characters on this on this album and stuff. So he's playing himself as a character, but you get those like goblin like Travis Ryan's like vocals. So it's like I would say it sounds like a demonic AI in my opinion. So that's a great track. But I think the track Cronenberg, the one that features the singer from Johnny Davy from Job for a Cowboy. That is amazing, and I can see why they chose that as a single. And on this one, Johnny plays an alien entity that's coming to Earth and basically becoming our new masters. Probably because we were too fucking busy watching our phones that we didn't realize that they were aliens invading us.
Aliens! Alien invasion! Alien attack!
So great track, and I think the guest vocals from Johnny really stand out on this track. I like this. I think I like this one. This is the best one with the guest musician. So this is a great track. We also got an instrumental, and the instrumental is the All Seeing, and that one features Gilad Helseman. I'm sorry if I butchered that, and it's a great instrumental track. You get some great technical death metal riffing, and Revocation has always been good at the riffing, so there is no exception on this song. And finally, they end this album on a great track called Buried Epoch, featuring Luke LeMay of Gorguts. And this one is like a almost 8 minute album closer, and it starts like it like builds momentum. You have some great depth technical parts. Luke give us some great vocals as well, and the technicality on this song is top notch. So yes, the production, everything on this album is great. Do I think it's their best album? No. I like some of their older albums, especially Deathless, which I think was the album that really got me into Revocation. But nonetheless, this is an amazing album by a band that's hitting from all sorts. So Revocation, I gotta tell you, are you my master?
From now on, I am your master.
Yes. Okay, Revocation, you are the new technical death metal masters. So I want to know from you, Couchers, what do you think of Revocation? New gods, new masters. Comment down below what are your favorite tracks, and if you like the videos that put out, do not forget to give me a like and subscribe. And I didn't interview the singer, but my great friend Tristan from the Metal Trist did. So I'm gonna share that interview so you can go more deep into this album, because if I can't interview them, who better than Tristan to do it? He's an amazing reviewer. So Tristan, I'm sharing your interview. So Couchers, if you like my videos, give me a like, subscribe, share this with people who will like them. And until next time, this is Hector, the Shield Dude on the couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.